Hey guys, it's Yugioh here, and today we're going to be doing a Geargia deck profile, and this is the real version of it because I have like one on Dueling Network, which I don't think that counts in my opinion, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that off. But I made the deck this week at Sheffield, that's why I have the mat. And before you ask, the mat is for trade or sale, depending on your value. I can sell to trade to America and all that, and I can't do it through PayPal unfortunately because my PayPal doesn't work. But if you send me the money, I mean, I could accept American money, I guess. I don't really mind. I'd rather people pay for in pounds, but I could sell the mat, and it doesn't cost you any money really to send to England. So yeah. But this deck is just so broken, and I'm not gonna like go into detail. I might make a video called "Going in depth with Gears," because I really want to. There's a lot of things I want to get off my chest about them, because they're just so good, and there's so many things that, you know what I mean. So anyway. Here's the deck profile. I'm not going to explain anything that doesn't need explaining. Like, for example, when you make a deck profile about heroes, you're not going to go explain why you play Alias, and Bubbleman, and Stratos, obviously, so, you know. So, 3 armor, it's obvious. There you go. This deck was kind of, like, pretty easy to make, actually. Minus Geargia and X's, which everyone at Sheffield was buying, like, let's see, in England, was like, people are buying about £60, which that's like about it's like $90 or $95, so it's quite a lot. What they were valuing it at. 3 MKs, and this kind of does need an explanation, because some people were saying Sheffield to main tour guide over it. Now, first of all, I traded my tour guides away, not before, but after I made the deck, and I sat down and I was like, maybe I should play tour guide. I didn't want to test it out. I didn't want to risk it, so I just played MK because he's really good. People say, oh, you need a setup for him to work, but who cares? Okay, he's still a good card as it is, and the setup's so easy to do, and it just takes no time that he's never gonna like be dead. See what I mean? So anyway, 3 Machina gear frames. Yeah, I'm playing the Machina version, which I didn't explain. 3 Fortress. The Machina version is better because in what is it, Karakura version, you can't really play many traps. And that's what people were agreeing with me on. And also, people said they play the Genex Light Birdman version where you play Machinas, Genex Light Birdmans, and you play Karakura. And that's just too much, okay? Can't play that, it's too much. And then I made 2 Maxis because it's just too good of a card not to play. And of course, right, I made this deck. You know, I'll tell you the story later. I'll tell you like halfway through the deck, like maybe later when it's viable. 2 MSTs. Yeah. 2 Duality. 1 Dark Hole, Heavy Book of Moon. No, you know what I mean, like this crap. A Book of Moon. It's obviously the armor and all that. 1 Mind Control. Tech it because I just feel that it's so good in this deck. And obviously, if you want to go for OTK, you Mind Control the stuff out of the way, and then game, pretty much, whatever. 1 Limiter Removal. Give me a sec. Alright, 1 Avarice. So that's the spells and traps. 2 Mirror Force. 1 not 2 Bottomless, what about? 2 Torrential. 2 Solemn Warnings and Judgment. Alright, so that's the deck. Now before going to the extra deck, I want to just tell what happened in the deck. First round, I was playing Winner Map, by the way. I got put up against Heroes. Of course I got put up against Heroes. Because Max Seed is dead. Completely dead. Almost completely dead. I mean, he Miracle Fusion and I Max Seed, and I'm like, okay, plus. That's first game. Second game, obviously, I sided it out. But I mean, it's just like, obviously, I'm going to get Heroes first game, aren't I? I lost first game, because he had double Miracle in hand. So, after I Torrential his big play, he just followed up with double Miracle, and I'm like, seriously? Come on. Come on, Yugioh. This is how it's going to be? And, do you know what the thing is, right? Somehow, I managed to get over both the Shinings being at such low life. And we were both at, look, like, he was at 21 to my, like, 20-something, and then, like, 11. Alright, and I was thinking, right, I know he had the Stratos in hand because he returned it. I was thinking, if he draws another monster, then he can't do anything. Really, can he? So, I risked it with Acceleration and attacked, because I knew if I set it, he's just going to go into Blade Armor, and if I didn't set it, then whatever. And I lost, basically. But anyway, the extra deck is this. No. 3 Gigagants. Now, the reason I play 3 is because the deck I'm playing is made on an acceleration OTK combo. Now, if I play more traps, it'd be so much easier to do. So I'm probably going to cut some stuff to put my traps in, like D-prisons and all that, to protect my armors. But let me tell you the funny thing about this, right? I had 2 originally, right? Was entering the winner map with 2. I got my 2 packs, and before I got the 2 packs, the secret get pulled. Okay? And they're like, no. I didn't say that. They're like, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really care, to be honest. All right, my friend took the pack and was like, can I open this one? Like, sure, why not? Whatever. I opened it, right, and pulled like whatever, complete crap. And then I'm like, Johnny, you're probably gonna pull the secret, you douche. And then he opened it, right, and I'm like, he's like, oh, some of it seems pretty good in here. And I like, opened it, and it was Geargia X, and I just screamed, because the probability of you pulling a Geargia X is just super slim. It's like, alright, you get a case of booster boxes, which is like 12 booster boxes, right? Out of all those booster boxes, you can only get 1 Geargia X. That's the possibility of you getting one. That's what they said. Or it's averaged out at 1 per box, per case, which is just insane. So out of the 2 packs, I got a Geargia X, and I was just screaming. I was like, what the hell? Because I was trying to get one all day, and I was like, I'm playing it now. So, Gem Light Pearl, Utopia, Maestro, this guy, I don't know his name, King Knight Albrevridich. His effect, he kind of works with, doesn't really work with the deck as itself, but like, you know, it's kind of good. Once per turn you can detach one material from this card. All non-earth monsters currently on the field lose 500 attack, so it's like, you know, decreases. It's like the opposite of Giga Brilliant. Not bad, in my opinion. This card, though, which I'm about to show you, is just insane. Soul of Silver Mountain. Oh my god. It's just retardedly good. Like, people were saying how trashy this was yesterday. Alright, so on the Saturday, right, I was at YCS Sheffield. I picked one up because I was like, I didn't even think about it at the time that I could use it in the deck. I just saw it, and this guy, and he wanted my Silent Magician, and I'm like, sure, Silent Magician for this card. And he's like, fine, whatever, because it was a trashy card. Oh no, wait, what am I on about? No. I traded it, right, for some really small trade. I think I kind of ripped the guy off in a way. I was trying to get his Leviar, but ended up just getting his Giga Brilliant and his Soul Silver Mount. Can't remember what he wanted. It was some crappy card. I think it was like Solar Recharge. But anyway, right. And then I read it, and I was like, the first effect I read was right. It can it's got a Zing Zang Hu effect, right? You can detach a material to freeze a card, basically freeze a spell trap that can't be activated while this card's on the field. Okay, so it has a Zing Zang Hu effect. So it freezes the spell trap and it can't be activated. And then, basically, its effect is over effect, and I was like, there's another one, there's another effect. It attacks, if it destroys a monster by battle, doesn't have to be sent to the graveyard, just destroys the monster. Okay. It can special summon 1 earth monster from your graveyard in face-up defense position. Any earth monster. That is so broken. That's like, you get a free fortress, you get a free anything, any earth of your choice, anything. That's freaking broke. Do you not know how broken that is? That is insanely broken. So you freeze a spell trap and it can attack. And if you really get bored of, like, if you really have to, right, defense, freeze 2. And he's got more defense than attack. His attack is like 1800. But he's got good matchup against windups for effect. And windups can use this card as well. Because if you get rat, if rat revives rat or rat revives rabbit or rabbit rabbit, you can get it. That's retarded. So you have Leviar, obviously, Giga Brilliant, Leviathan, Zen Mains, and Big Eye. Now, my action deck isn't like complete, to be honest. I still need a Violent Sigma and a Photon Papilla Laborative, whatever it's called, Papilla something, whatever. But yeah, that's basically the deck. The deck is completely broken, and I feel like it sacks way too much. Like, I was sacking the guy who's playing Heroes for game 1. Alright, because basically, I didn't sack him for armor or acceleration. Well, I think I did. I think I drew armor. No, I drew acceleration. Alright, and he had 2 shinings on the field. If he'd have drawn a monster after I summoned armor, special acceleration, flipped armor down and ended, right? If he'd have drawn a monster, it would have been game. He didn't, obviously, and then he attacked both of them. I got 2 searches, basically, so my hand was basically back. I got acceleration, and I got armor. I got them both back, okay, so it's back to square 1. I topped up Avarice into, like, some okay stuff. I managed to somehow beat over his shinings. I think I went into Zen mains with MK2, and then he Dark Hold and whatever, and basically it's like, I don't explain it. It was pretty good, but yeah. I don't even know where I was going with that story, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully, rate, comment, subscribe. And yeah, if you want this match, just, you know, just give me a PM and I'll see what we can do. So anyway, see you later. Bye.